What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Or I should say, welcome back to me because it has been a very, very long time. I do apologize for being gone for so long. It was a lot of stuff dealing with school and just other personal things. I know I've been gone for like 6, 7 months. So hopefully none of you guys have forgotten about me. But I am back now with uploading schedule. I don't know if it's going to be every single day like it used to be. I used to upload like 2 times a day. I'm starting school back very soon, and that is one of the main reasons why I stopped recording and doing YouTube all in general, is because school was just very overwhelming this semester. I haven't really had a semester like this before. It was just very overwhelming, and hopefully I'm hoping this upcoming semester that I start in a week, it's not like that, or it's better. So I can make these YouTube videos for you guys because I do miss it. I do miss making these every single day, and I miss seeing your guys' comments. So hopefully none of you guys haven't forgotten about me. I'm not dead. I'm still here, and I'm just fine. So today we got a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot of things that have changed on the market specifically since I've been gone. A lot of things have gone up, and you can see by the title of this video, we're going to talk about Tesla, and then we'll just talk about the overall market because it has been quite some time. So since this video is titled about Tesla and potentially hitting 2,000 by the end of this year, let's talk about it first, and then of course I'll move into some other classic ones that I used to talk about, and then we'll just go from there, guys. Like I said, I'm very excited to be back. Hopefully I can see some familiar people in the comments if you still do watch these type of videos. But so the last time that I charted out Teslas, you can see it was probably back in October, maybe even before then. It's been quite a while. Let me click this out. So it's been quite a while. So we have some new stuff to go off of. I know I think I put this line out here literally when it broke out, and then you can see it's actually stayed true to at least one time. So let's try out some new levels together. I haven't touched Tesla since I've been back. So I haven't made any new lines or anything like that. So let's go ahead and do that together, so you can just still see my thought process on how I do things. So just looking at Tesla now, keep in mind this is the 4-hour time frame, but just looking at Tesla, we've had an explosive move up, and we've of course had some major pullbacks. But as of right now, we had this explosive move up back from October. So of course Tesla had a stock split. I think, if I'm right, I think that was back in August. When was that, guys? I completely forgot. But they did definitely have a stock split, and it just kept going up. I think it was actually back here. No, it was back last year. Was it? I can't remember, guys. But it was sometime last year where we went crazy. But now recently, I think it was due to earnings. Yeah, it was definitely due to the last earnings. Tesla had just shot up. I think we hit highs of 1,200, a little over 1,200. And then, since then, we've just kind of been consolidating. So the first level that I'm looking at that comes to my eye when I'm seeing Tesla is right in here. So let's go ahead and mark this area. So we know that buyers, they're staying around this area. We pushed up from here multiple times. You see this long wick right here. That means sellers were here, but then buyers brought it all the way back. We fell underneath this area, and then what happened? Buyers tried to push it back up to it, and then it fell down. Once again, happened right here. And then finally right here, we got above it. We came back down, tested. That's why we have this little wick right here. Tested it and shot right back up. And then more recently, I think last week, same thing happened. We hit this level, we got underneath it, but we snapped right back up. So when you're looking at your levels, this is what you need to look for. You need to look for where the price action is at. So this is a level where there's a lot of price action happening. There's a lot of buyers here. There are a lot of sellers here when it does get on the underside. So for the time being, one of our strong supports, and this makes sense now, I didn't even look at the number, but 1,000. So that's a mental number. That really now makes sense why there's a lot of buying and selling happen. It's a mental number. So that's going to be our first level of support. Now let's look at an area together, sorry guys, where there is a resistance. So there's going to be a resistance right around this area right here. Perfect. So we have a huge amount of sellers right here. Whatever the excuse was that day, some news could have came out, whatever. You guys know that I'm solely price action. So we saw a huge amount of sellers. I mean, this is a huge amount of selling in one day. So we got back to our support level 2 times, tagged it, got right back up to that same resistance. We tried to stay above it, but we couldn't. And we fell right back down. Once again, here, same thing. Got up to it, fell right back down, got around our support, broke through our support, but then we came right back up. And then more recently, we tried to stay above it. We tried to make it a support level right here, but then once again, we couldn't hold that level. So now it's acting as a resistance. So right where Tesla's speaking right now or staying at, we're still in the middle. We're trading horizontal. All the stock is doing is just going horizontal. We're just cooling down from this huge move back up in October. And this is what you want to see. Now, what I'll be on the lookout for Tesla in the upcoming days is how we react around this support level. So Tesla was up $41 today. That's a big day, but you know, by any means, Tesla can move way more than that. We've seen that happen. So what I'm looking at next for Tesla is for it to get above this 11,171 support. It needs to get back above that and it needs to stay above it. We failed to stay above it. We keep going below it every time sellers are showing up and pushing price back down to our support. So if you're looking for a good entry, if we do get rejected here again, I'd be patient and I'd wait for this 1,000 level because we've hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. So pay attention to that level, guys. Now, with the title of this video, can Tesla hit 2,000 by the end of this year? For sure. I definitely think it could happen. Tesla, when it starts moving, it starts moving. So anything can happen. So in order for us to hit that, we would have to be up here. So that is not like a hard distance whatsoever. But once again, depends on how the market's doing, the overall market. Now we're about to get into that. I just wanted to go over Tesla really quick because that is, you know, the title of this video. And some of you might be new people coming over to look at that. So whole goal with Tesla, what I'm looking for, what I'm paying attention to is this support level here at 1,000 and this resistance level here at 1,171. Doesn't have to be exact, but around that area, that's where I'm looking at. I'm going to be looking for sellers up here. So next time we push up, guys, I'm looking for that level. Right here, push up. Do we get rejected? If we don't get rejected, then we might have a breakthrough. So let's see how that plays out. If Tesla does, in fact, you know, it gets back to that level, but keep in mind it could just fall back down, you know, tomorrow or the next day. So keep that in mind. Always have a plan when you're trading. So now let's look at the NASDAQ. So I have some levels right here, guys. Let me go ahead and make this easier for you guys can see. I haven't used TradingView in a while, so I normally used to put these rectangles up here for you guys. Let's make that yellow. Perfect. Okay. So this was my main zone that I'm looking at on the NASDAQ. I've been watching this. So recently, you know, back in December, mid-December, and now January, this level has been really pivotal. In fact, I actually took one of my first trades in a while in this zone right here. And so far, as you can see, we broke through out of it. So I'm in the green right now on one of my option trades. Now, the reason why this level was like very important is because we were here 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. This kind of got scary because we got out of it, but we snapped right back in. So if this level would have broken, guys, and if it does break, we're going to be in for some trouble on tech, the overall NASDAQ market. We might come back down and test these lower 14,000 levels. But as of right now, we're doing fine. The last 2 days, in fact, have been very reassuring, especially yesterday and today have been really good. It's really confirming this breakout and confirming this level right here that I drew out. So what I'm looking at for tomorrow for the overall market or NASDAQ specifically, then we'll look at the SPY because it's like a combination between small caps and large caps. But we'll take a look at that in a second. But what I'm looking at for tomorrow is honestly either a really small green day or just a small red day. I'm not looking for a huge explosive move. Now I know we had some important data this week. I think it was this morning. Yeah, we had the CPI data. I think inflation's at 7% even. In the market, it reacted pretty good to it this morning. We shot up and then we came back down, and then we kind of traded higher for the day, and then now recently we started selling off. But once again, I'm not too worried about that at all because we had this huge explosive move yesterday and I think Monday as well. When did this happen? Yeah, this happened Monday where we shot right back up and we got back into this zone. But what I'm looking at for tomorrow is either a pullback and test the top of the zone, which is bullish because now we're testing the top of it. We confirm the top of that zone, and now we're good to continue higher. Either that, or we can just stay in this box right here. So let me go ahead and put another rectangle in this box for you guys, so you can see that a little better. I'll make that a different color. So I'll make this, since it is smaller, is a much smaller zone, I'll make it blue. So what I would like to see tomorrow, either a retest of this right here, and then, you know, tomorrow's Thursday, so we have a test right here, and then Friday we have that rocking day. But normally Fridays, they're normally hit or miss. It's normally low volume, so I doubt Friday will be a 200-point day. So tomorrow, if we do have a pullback and it is red, I would not worry whatsoever. I would not worry about tech. I would only worry about tech if we broke this level. If we broke this level and we failed to get back above it, then I would be worried about tech, because then we broke a really significant level that we've held 3 times now. So I'll be a little worried then. But so far, if we get that retest on top of tech, that would be fine for me. Or even tomorrow, we might have an amazing green day. This might be just a small breather that we need after this huge run up. That's okay. You know, guys, I've said this many times in my videos before. Stocks, they either pull back or they pull over to take a breather. So right now, we're having a minor pullback. This is nothing. So if you're freaking out right now because futures are red, do not worry. Trust me, this is just a small breather. But tomorrow, I would either like to see, you know, small red day as I mentioned, or we just rip and go. So that's what I'm looking at for tech. And then once we do get back above this top level right here zone, I see us at all-time highs once again. There's really not much stopping us. This would just be confirmation that we're heading back up and heading at all-time highs. So I'm really excited about tech. I'm still watching it closely. You know, don't let your emotions get to you, but I do think tech is looking a lot better than what it was when it was trading. You know, we were down like 300 points in one day. Now for the SPY, haven't drawn levels out in the SPY in a while either, so we'll go ahead and draw that out for you guys. So what I'm looking at on the SPY, now the SPY is a little different. It's doing a little better in tech. So we have a couple zones right here. We have a zone right here, and then we have a couple smaller zones in here. So let me draw those out for you guys really quick. So what we're working with right now, specifically on the SPY, is basically the same thing as tech. It needs to stay in this area where it's pulling back, but not enough to where it's breaking these key levels. So let me go ahead and put these boxes up here. And I do apologize, guys. Normally I do either draw this out in live streams where I have it done previously beforehand, but once again, I've been going for quite some time. So SPY, what I'm looking for SPY tomorrow is to stay above the top of this yellow zone. For any of those that can't see this level, it's 4,715. Right at it right now. Either we stay above that, or we pull back tomorrow. That's where I was saying we have that small red day, and then we find buyers right here, and then we take off. So it would look something like this. I'll draw out the scenarios for you guys so you can see it just a little bit better. So we stay right here, and then we just push up. Boom, we're back at all-time highs, right? Or we have a red day tomorrow across the market. We have a red day on the NASDAQ. We have a red day on SPY. We pull back somewhere in here, and then that's our, you know, second leg up, and then we push up. So we have our first leg right here in the uptrend. Then we have our second leg right here. That would be picture perfect. So that's what I would be on the lookout for. That's where I would structure my trade. If I was looking to get in, I'd get in right here at the bottom of this zone, and then I'd put my stop loss right underneath it. That's how I'd be trading it, because once we get below this level, then the pattern starts to invalidate itself, and it's really, you know, not the same. So that's what I'd be looking at for the SPY and the NASDAQ. So pay closely attention tomorrow. How red are we? Is it just, you know, a pretty quiet day? Would not be too worried. Keep in mind, though, that on Monday, market is closed. So we may trade pretty low volume tomorrow and Friday. Who knows? And then to end the video off with something I used to cover basically every day, NEO. Since I've been gone, NEO hasn't really done anything. It's actually lost a lot, or not a lot, but it's lost since I last covered it. So NEO right now is returning back to the old levels that I drew out, you know, back during the summertime. It's back at this 3182 support. Drew that back over here, and right now it's getting rejected by it. So if you're still in NEO, if you're still bullish, honestly, I haven't been keeping up on NEO, haven't been looking at the news, but let's look at their earnings. So, oops, don't have my cursor. Well, let me click it. Oh, they beat earnings. So honestly, long term, nothing would change about NEO. I haven't seen any like huge headline scandals, that they've done. So long term, honestly, NEO, I still would be holding on to it. But you may ask me, when's it going to return back to these levels? I honestly don't know, guys. But from the technical side, it's not looking too good. What I'd like to see NEO get back above is this 3182 support. We've been getting rejected here about 3 times now, so hopefully we can push back up and get back above that. But you can't be blind to what's happening. It is in a downward pattern. We aren't doing too hot on NEO. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you're still watching my videos, and if you made it all the way through. Let me know, what do you want to see next? Is there any specific stocks you want me to break down? Do you want me to go live again like I did in the past? Just please give me some feedback. I did miss you guys a lot, and for all of you that did make it through the entire video, I do appreciate you, and I promise I will upload more. It might not be every day, it might be every other day, or maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. Who knows? I'm just going to have to see how my schedule is. But either way, guys, for all those that stuck around, thank you so much. I'm not dead, and I hope you all have a great night, and I hope tomorrow is good for you on the market. Anyways, guys, stay safe, and I will see you next time.